In this video, we are going to see how to add Trafft bookings to Google Sheet. So let's say that you're using Trafft as a scheduling platform. And here, every time a new booking is made, then automatically you want that the details of that particular booking should become a part of your spreadsheet here, Google Sheet. Should be added as a new row over here. Now, how can you do this? For this, you will have to set up some integration between Trafft and Google Sheets, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Trafft and your action application would be Google Sheets. Now, how can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen.
To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you already have an account with us, simply sign in. Else you will have to click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in, and here we have reached the applications page. Here we have got all the applications. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. Now here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab, create workflow. Let's click on this. And here we have to name our workflow. So what is my objective? My objective is to add Trafft bookings to Google Sheet. Now, Trafft is a scheduling platform that assists businesses with virtual appointments, meeting and events. So here, your customers, they can book sessions without having to interact with any of your employees. So now how am I going to name it? I'm going to name it as add Trafft bookings to Google Sheets. And now let's click on create. So as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. Now here my trigger application would be Trafft. I'm going to click on this. And now the trigger event. So this is the event which will make my workflow start. And here I'm going to look for appointment booked. Let's click on this. Now we have received a webhook URL. So this is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect and Trafft so that Pabbly Connect has access to the information. Now we have to follow this help desk so that we can set up this connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my Trafft account. I have already logged in. So this is my Trafft account, and now what do we have to do? We have to go to settings. Once we are here, we have to go to features and integrations. So as I scroll down, here we have webhooks. Let's click on configure, and now I'm going to create a webhook here. Let's click on appointment booked. So now we have to name our webhook. So let's say it is a demo webhook. And the URL. So basically, if I take you back to Pabbly Connect, this is the URL. I'm going to copy this down, take you back to Trafft here, and let's paste it over here. Once done, let's click on send test webhook. And here you can see that the test webhook has been sent successfully. Let's click on save changes. Now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here you can see that it is asking for the webhook response. Basically, it is asking us to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So going back to Trafft, we are going to go to appointments. And once we are here, let's click on this drop down and copy the website link. And now I'm going to open this in a new incognito window. Let's paste this. And as I'm here, let's click on book appointment. Now it is asking me to continue either with the account or as a guest. So I'm going to continue as a guest over here. Now, what is the type of meeting or the service you want? So I want a one-on-one meeting. So I'm going to click on this and continue. Then I have to select the employee with whom I wish to have this meeting. So let's say it is Ashish Rai. Let's continue. So who is coming for the meeting? It's just me. Continue. Now you have to select the date and time. So let's say it is 11th of November, 11 to 11:30. Let's click on continue. Now I have to fill my information. So let's say my name is Dummy. So my name is Dummy. Last name here is last N. And this is my email address, dummy@pabblytudes.com. Then the phone number. Once I have filled this information, let's click on book. So here you can see that our appointment has been booked, and we appreciate your trust and look forward to seeing you. Now here you can see that our appointment has been scheduled. So I'm taking you back to Pabbly Connect, and here we can see that yes, we have received the API response. What is the meeting duration? It is 30 minutes. Then this is the mobile number, last name, full name, first name, and email address and phone number of our employee. So if I take you down, this is our customer details, right? This is the last name, this is the complete name, full name. Now this is the first name, the email address, and this is the mobile number. Now here you can see the start time and the end time of the meeting, also the date of the meeting. So I have received all the information over here. Once you have received this, now my next objective is that this information should become a part of my Google Sheet. So the next application over here is Google Sheets. Let's click on this. Now the action event here would be to add a new row. Let's click on Connect. So here let me show you the Google Sheet that I have created. So this is the Google Sheet. The name is Trafft Booking Details, and the name of the sheet is Details. And here I have the following column fields: first name, last name, contact number, email address, meeting duration, date, start time, and end time. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, as here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with a Google Sheets account. To set up this connection, I'm going to click on Add New Connection and then Connect with Google Sheets. Here it is asking me to select the account with which we have created the Google Sheet. So once done, we have to provide the authorization, and to do the same, let's click on Continue. So here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Now as I take you down, here it has already selected the name of my spreadsheet and the sheet. Now we have to map this data. Mapping basically means that I already have got this information in the previous step. Now I'm just going to retrieve it. And why is mapping important? Mapping is important so that it can inculcate the new data. Otherwise, if I write this manually, it will only take this data even when my workflow is running for the nth time. So now I'm going to click on first name. Then I'm going to go to step 1, and here I'm going to look for customer's first name. So here it is. Then the last name. So again, I'm going to look for customer's last name. So here it is. Then the contact number. So let's look for customer's mobile number. This is it. Then the email address. So again, the customer's email address is here. And then the meeting duration. So the meeting duration here, you can see it is 30 minutes. And then the date. So if I take you down, here is the appointment start date. Then we have the start time. So the start time basically is 11 o'clock. And what is the end time we have? We have end time as 11:30. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So as soon as I've done that, here it is saying that it has become a part of my Google Sheet. So let's go and check our Google Sheet. And yes, we have received the information, right? So this is the first name, then the last name, contact number, email address, and then we have the meeting duration, date, start time, and end time. So this basically means that our integration process is a success, but we also need to check this in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Trafft, and here I'm going to open this link again in an incognito window, and I'm going to fill this form again. So book appointment, continue as a guest. Here again, I'm going to go for this one-on-one meeting. This time it is with employee. Let's click on continue. It is just me. Now the date is 11th of November. And what's the time? Let's say it is 12:30 to 1. Let's click on continue. Now the first name here is testing123. The last name here is Pabbly. Then here the email address, let's say, is testing123pabbly@pabblytudes.com, and this is the phone number. Done. So once we have written this, I'm going to click on book, and here our appointment has been scheduled. So this basically means the moment this appointment is scheduled here, automatically with this information, a new row should be created in my Google Sheet. So I'm taking you back to Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see that the information has been embedded. This basically means that our entire integration process is a complete success. Now, every time there is a booking made through Trafft, automatically the details will be inculcated here. Now what we have done, to understand that, let me quickly take you back to Pabbly Connect. So here it is an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application was Trafft and our trigger event was appointment booked. Our action application was Google Sheets and the event was add new row. So that is it. I hope this is extremely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow. The same workflow that we have worked on is given in the description box. Also, you can clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any other integration that you wish to work on, please write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.